It's April 4th, 2020. That makes 4-4-2-2, which is 4 as well. It's a 444. It's Angel Day. So let's see what our angels have to say to us. As I said in my video, I am stunned that the sun rose so early. So I am at the beach. And I decided to pull some cards for this day. This can be read as the personality of the day, but at the same time, if you hear this reading, maybe there is a larger message for you that clarifies the point you are in right now, the moment you are in right now in your life. So if you are here, just continue to listen. My channel is called Unfold Your Soul, and I'm here to read for all of you. This is for all the signs, April 4, 2020. So first I pulled the Seven of Pentacles here, and so this is an energy that has been coming up a lot. It's this guy who's at a completion, because 7 is a spiritual completion. There's 7 Pleiadian sisters. There's 7 days in the week. There's seven notes. Like it's a very powerful number, and it holds great mystery and great spirituality as well. And this guy, he's watching his garden. He's wearing this orange robe, the symbol of loving detachment. Like a Buddhist robe almost. It's very short though, but I guess it's open for interpretation. And he's watching his garden and all the seeds that have blossomed so far, and he is just resting on his stool to observe that completion. It's kind of a Sunday card, which marries very much the circumstances we find ourselves in. Maybe you're in quarantine, and you are allowed to watch the fruits of the life you have so far created, and meditate upon what else that could be. Then I pulled a kind of karma card, let's say, to see what's at hand at the moment. And I pulled the 7 of Swords, which is this guy who is leaving a village behind, and he has 2 swords planted, and he walks away with 5, and he's kind of looking back in a sneaky way. Most of the time this card comes up when I read, when Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to go it alone. Sit with that for a moment, don't be afraid to go it alone. Because the guy who's watching everything that he has planted in the garden and that has blossomed, he's alone as well. I mean, we're in it together, but we go through things alone. Plant medicine is something that has taught me that very much, because it keeps, and yoga as well, it keeps you in your individual space. You are on your mat, but you're doing it as a group. So then I was like, okay, let's see what else, what else is currently at hand. And then I pulled the other 7, the 7 of Cups, which is this card of Piscean confusion. There are no boundaries here. The world is in a state of confusion. It's an evident thing to say, but what this card inspires is to look at things that are a bit weird, that are a bit strange, that might not be the ordinary things that you would go for, because these ordinary things, they're not really valid right now. It is a card of the emotion that speaks of the heart, so there is a heart's desire here to discover something new, maybe. So again, this is kind of also a lower octave of the Magician to me, in a sense that before we start to create things, we look at the things, right? We look at the things that are a bit stranger. We look at the laws of the universe, the gifts of the universe, everything that lies there for us. And then I pull a card to before we build this sequence further together, I pulled a card for the conflict, actually. And with the conflict, I usually don't read upside down, but with this one, I really felt like reading it upside down. It's the Page of Cups upside down. So it's as if we're waiting for an apology. We're waiting for a cup of love that has been offered, has been put on the table, and then somehow it kind of disappeared in the background, and not even the background, kind of in the foreground, like, because it's still present in our atmosphere. We are waiting for it. So it's as if we are waiting for this proposal, this thing to happen to us. And then I'm pulling now 2 cards to see. Actually, let's pull one. Oh, 2 want to come out, so I guess I'm not deciding here. And what I had in mind there is like what to do, how to go about this, what to embody. And the energy of the Magician comes out. It's the first major arcana that comes out. It's the number 1 of the journey after the Fool. And he has all the magic ingredients on his table. You are able to manifest. You are able to create now, to step into purpose, to hold yourself, to wear a beautiful red robe. And it's interesting because I'm wearing this red silk bathrobe. It's not really a bathrobe, like one of those things you wear at home, a kimono. And so this guy, he really speaks to me here right now. He is the Magician. He knows that from the magic ingredients of this earth, if he centers and if he comes from a good place, he can manifest anything. And the world will be at his feet at the end of that journey in the best, most humble way possible. And then the other card that wanted to fall out is the 9 of Cups. So it's this card of emotional satisfaction, of almost completion. And we have the 7 of Cups there, which stands for me quite separate from that card. But we do have that Page of Cups holding 1 cup. So together they make the 10 of Cups, this beautiful completion, this rainbow of cups in the Garden of Eden stretching out before you with your beloved and your children, and everyone's playing in the garden, kind of magical, perfect place to be. So what is this telling me? It's telling me that we need to be patient and satisfied with what we are. Look at all the cups standing. Look at our lives. Be grateful. Write down your grace, the things that are so beautiful in your life, everything that you have received. Life's a blessing. One of the gifts of life, the very gifts of life, is that gratitude. So let's be with that. Let's be with that. And from there, from that feeling of abundance, contentment and satisfaction, from that balance, emotional well-being, from there everything can be created. Because this Magician, he also has that cup on the table. There are a lot of cups here. So, this feels kind of complete in a way. Maybe this upper one still wants to come out as a little advice. And I'm reading upside down. It's a 10 of Swords upside down. Yeah, it's the end of the sun is rising after a period of intense worry. Of feeling as if the world is stabbing at you. Of hopelessness. And what does it mean to sit with that hopelessness? To accept it as a feeling that also exists. Don't have to be police about our vibration. Don't have to be lawyers about it. It is what it is. And what guides this rise? Let's pull one more. It's the Knight of Swords. This guy goes for it. You know, there is again fast movement after this. So let's enjoy this moment where we can look at our garden and see everything that we have planted and feel good about that. Thank Thank you so much for listening. Please do comment if this resonates for you. This is Heidi from Unfold Your Soul. I love you. I am with you along your journey. Thank you for allowing me to read some cards for you today. Thank you. Namaste.